Ginebra! 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 O, so alam nyo naman siguro kung anong inaano namin dito, no? Kung anong episode 2 natin. Yan, never say die! Yan, syempre, magandang araw ulit, mga ka-tip off. Yan, kami na naman nagbabalik sa isa na namang episode ng Tip Off. And syempre, ako ulit ang inyong likod, Nico Wahe, and
Leo Atienza.
yan, Lito Atienza talaga yan, hindi Leo Atienza. And syempre, ngayong episode 2 natin, wag niyo muna kalimutan na i-follow aming Instagram and Twitter, aming Facebook at YouTube channel, Tip Off. Syempre, on our own social media accounts, at Nico Wahe.
At Christian Leo.
Yes, syempre ngayong episode 2 natin, ang pag-uusapan natin, walang iba kundi ang
Kasama naman sa bib, Ginebra. Ginebra.
Plastic yan mga brad, token text yan. Ayan, syempre, sa karamihan, sa kaalaman ng marami, ng sobrang dami, sa kaalaman ng sobrang dami. Ayan, katatapos na mag-champion na Ginebra sa Commissioner's Cup, PBA Commissioner's Cup 2018. Ayan, they won after 21 years. That's 2 decades and a year. Ayan, syempre, and also 21-21, 21st championship of Coach Tim Cohn. And his 21st championship is for Ginebra, 2018 PBA Commissioner's Cup. Ano bang ginawang maganda ng Ginebra?
Ang pangalan yung simple lang. Tatlong tao lang.
Ano yan?
Brownlee. Justin Brownlee being Justin Brownlee.
Tatlo? Brownlee? Tatlo?
Justin Brownlee being Justin Brownlee. The Brownlee Show.
Oh, the Brownlee Show.
Scotty Thompson. Ang finals MVP.
Yeah. And then?
Siyempre, yung defense maker, sabi nga ni Coach Tim ko, naniniwala ako doon. Dahil sa huling beses na nagkatapat ng Ginebra at San Miguel sa finals, Philippine Cup hindi ako nagkakamali. Wala si Greg Slaughter.
Yes. Yun. Before the championship run, alam naman natin na Ginebra struggled early in the conference of the Commissioner's Cup. Diba? Started the game 1-5.
Dahil kay
Charles Garcia. Yan, siyempre, nahirapan ng Ginebra to gel with Charles Garcia. And I think that's the first time na nagkamali si Coach Tim Cohn na pagpili ng import. Diba?
Sa tingin ko
Diba parang gano'n kasi Coach Tim is a good import scout. Diba?
kasi supposedly hindi naman si Charles Garcia kaya
si Brownlee pa din.
Import si Shane Edwards.
Oh yes, Shane Edwards. Kaya lang hindi nakabalik kaagad si Slaughter. That's why they have to change import of Charles Garcia. Ayun, and it ended up na Ginebra struggled early in the conference. Actually, ang standing ng Ginebra with Charles Garcia is 1-3. And then, Brownlee came after his stint with the ABL. He lost his first 2 games against Meralco and San Miguel Green. And then, after a win against, ano ba ang unang win nila? Blackwater? I think that's the first.
Mas alam ko dapat na mamuta tanong.
I think that's their first win came with the expense of I think Blackwater na. Ayan, yes, the Blackwater. That started it all. Their 10-game winning streak. They won 11 of their 12 games before the finals. They lose to Rain or Shine. Ayun, that's their only defeated sa Rain or Shine in the playoffs sa game 2 ng quarterfinals. And then ng semis. And the rest is history. Ayan.
The rest is Scotty Thompson.
Wala
na tayong pag-uusapan Scotty Thompson na talaga.
What went right with Barangay Ginebra? Sige, we have 3 persons, sabi mo. It's Brownlee, Thompson, and Slaughter.
Okay.
Let's start with Greg Slaughter. What's with Greg Slaughter that prevailed for Ginebra?
I think big thing si Greg Slaughter para sa Ginebra because kahit na noon nakatapat niya ang San Miguel against Junior Fajardo,
Yes.
ngayon lang kasi talaga, parang lumalabas na talaga yung laro ni Greg Slaughter.
Mhm.
Mas nag-gel na rin yung core ng Ginebra
With him.
with him.
Yes.
Kasi nasanay din sila talaga. I mean, na sa ako bilang basketball fan, nasanay na rin ako na wala si Greg Slaughter. Sabi ko na nga sa girlfriend ko na basketball, na Ginebra fan din sabi ko, trigger na si Slaughter. Sabi ko nga sa kanya, yun yung pesta sa inyo, dahil hindi naging champion pag si Slaughter.
Ayun, tapos,
Pero, dahil kalaban nila ang isang Junior Fajardo, mabigat na pangangailangan nila sa isang Greg Slaughter.
yes.
And, hindi naman sila pinayang ni Greg Slaughter eh. He put up a very good defense against Junior Fajardo.
Yeah.
At, syempre, umuwi na ng dumaan si Junior Fajardo for the second time against Greg Slaughter.
Yes.
First during college, then this time around sa PBA.
Yeah. And also, let's go back to the time when Ginebra didn't have the Greg Slaughter during the Philippine Cup Finals. Have you seen how San Miguel dominated that game? San Miguel won that 4-1.
Napanood ko yung finals na champion sila.
Oh, di ba? San Miguel won the Philippine Cup Finals 4-1. It's because Ginebra has to double up Fajardo at the post. And knowing SMB, they don't have any weakness eh. If they have their shooters, they have their post players.
Nagkaroon sila ng weakness before.
Ano?
Kaso, masyadong makulit yung Alaska eh. Pinatira si Chris Ross ang 3 points. Natutuloy tumira ng 3 points.
Ayun, going back, di ba? On that game, Ginebra has to pick poison kung anong lalason sa kanila. It's either going to the post for Junmar, trying to defend Junmar the post, scoring Junmar sa poste, or the 3-point shot of San Miguel. And pareho silang pareho silang nalason ng 3-point shoot, 3-point shots. Oo. Anong Philippine Cup Finals? Pareho silang nilason ng 3-point shot at ng poste ni Junmar Fajardo dahil walang makadepensa. Walang makadepensa na kahit sino.
Walang
kay Greg Slaughter. And I kay Junmar Fajardo. And knowing Junmar Fajardo, smart player, na he can either pass or shoot the ball. At nasa sa kanya yun. Kung gusto ni Junmar Fajardo pumasa, papasa siya. Kung gusto niya umiscore, i-score siya. He's the
makikita yung efficiency sa iyo.
He's the greatest player of all time for PBA, di ba? Maraming nagtatag na sa kanya ng
Bigyan niyo yung sa MVP.
No, but when Greg Slaughter came for the PBA Commissioner's Cup Finals, that's the time na nahirapan na I think si Junmar. Dahil Greg can cover him one-on-one. And kita-kita na naman natin na nahirapan si Junmar Fajardo. Yeah, they're gonna teach height and also the defense. Di ba? And nahirapan din yung shooter ng San Miguel. They struggled shooting threes. Except for that 7 3-point shots by Chris Ross on the game 2, di ba? Game 2 or game 3. Ayun, di ba? And that prevailed for Ginebra na meron silang single coverage for Fajardo and they don't have to double up Fajardo kapag
kasi nung mga unang games yata, alam ko si JDB ang
pinagbabantayan nila. Ayun. And for Ginebra, they have all the tools to defend San Miguel German's offense. They can zone, they can man-to-man, and
kaya naman, dyan pumapasok ang isang Scottie Thompson. Dahil meron nang kumukover kay Fajardo, syempre kaya naman talaga na si Mungo. Mas madali na ang trabaho ng isang Scottie Thompson. Hindi natatakot kasi wala akong masasabi sa batang yan.
And Scottie Thompson kasi they are calling him the Mr. Do-It-All, Mr. Everything, di ba? When Slaughter is defending Junmar, he's defending Alex Cabagnot. And look at how Cabagnot performed in the finals. Except that 32 points explosion game 2, di ba? Na talaga namang wala na tayong masabi sa performance.
24 points
Performance yun. Oo, di ba? Half-time pa lang. And that's the time na talagang dinipensa na siya ni Scottie Thompson.
Hard-nosed player kasi yan.
Yes,
Scottie
di ba?
Thompson.
And also defense, plus rebound, and plus the IQ. Di ba? Is the Mr. Triple-Double of Barangay Ginebra. What's unique for Scottie Thompson in this final series?
I think, pinakita niya lang yung never say die spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Hindi lang yung jersey na nakalagay, Ginebra ako.
Mm-hmm.
Talagang isinalaro niya yun. Talagang pinakita niya sa laro na Ginebra siya. Pero kasi, yung first 4 games, hindi naman kasi talaga napakita ng never say die. Kaya sabi mo natamba ka na ng first game 1. Hindi, nandun pa rin yung sabi natin
tentativeness.
na siguro nagulat na yung San Miguel, game 1, nagulat na yung San Miguel game 1. And then, nung game 2, game 3, hinahanap talaga ng mga tao yun, especially rin ako, kahit ako Ginebra fan na nasa dun yung laban na yung puso na never say die.
Yes, and I think yun talagang pinakita ng Ginebra. They proved the doubters wrong. Na we still have this NSD, this never say die spirit na matagal na talaga na nangalaytay sa dugo ng isang Ginebra players, di ba? Maraming mga analysts na nagsasabi na wala akong karapatan na magsabi na never say die itong Ginebra players ngayon dahil parang mga boy band, mga ganun, pagwapo.
Scottie saved the day.
Pagwapo lang. But Scottie, yeah, as you said, saved the history, di ba? Na talagang he's now together with Mark Tagiwa and L.A. Tenorio, they're the ones carrying the Never Say Die mantra for the Ginebra. Diba? Ayan, shout out to another Ginebra fan, si RC. Ayun, ano bang ginawang maganda ni Scottie Thompson? Marami tayong masasabi niya kay Scottie Thompson.
I think yung kulang na lang talaga sa loob ni Scottie Thompson, hindi niya napapatunayan before yung defense lang talaga niya na pinakita niya ngayong finals. Nung nakarang finals against San Miguel. Kasi alam naman natin, ang lakas ng backcourt tandem ng San Miguel with having Lassiter, Ross, Kabagnot, diba? So, they have to match up well defensively.
With San Miguel.
Tsaka tapatan ni Swag. Natapatan niya na Swag dahil sa rebounds eh.
Yes, yun talaga yung bala ng Scottie Thompson. He's a rebounding machine. He's a rebounding genius. For me, he's a rebounding genius dahil magugulat ka na lang na nasa kanya yung bola na hindi ko alam kung binibilang niya ba yung spin ng bola bago siya tumalon o ano. Pero
gusto ko tinayin sa manos minsan eh.
Kung may spring, di ba? Ayun, basta Scottie Thompson can shock everyone.
Ang nag-iisang tao, sabi natin nag-iisang PBA player na may highlight na rebound.
Sino? Siya lang. Ang finals MVP na nag-MVP dahil sa rebound niya. But I think they can co-MVP with Slaughter. Pareho silang importante. But Scottie Thompson has done everything for Ginebra. And then, speaking of Ginebra, ang face of Ginebra ngayon ay walang iba kundi
Justin Brownlee.
The Magic Brownlee. Di ba? Sinong hindi magiging gustong kakampi ang isang Justin Brownlee? Di ba? Ano bang meron kay Justin Brownlee na wala sa ibang import player?
I think yung meron ng isang Justin Brownlee compared sa mga other import is yung familiarity na meron siya with the Ginebra players. Kasi mula nung first Governor's Cup Championship nila against Meralco, dalawang beses kasi siya lumalaro ng twice a year siya maglaro sa Ginebra, commissioners and governors. So I think doon na pumasok yung familiarity na rin sa team, sa mga teammates niya. Alam na rin niya yung mga tendencies, alam na rin ng mga players ng Ginebra yung tendencies ng isang Justin Brownlee. And I think mapapakita mo na isang Justin Brownlee, isang winner. Nadala niya rin yun sa ABL, then dinala niya ngayon sa Commissioner's Cup.
And Justin Brown is a humble man. After everything he has done for Ginebra, and for
the
Philippines, so after
naturalize yun na.
malapit na. After lahat ng championship na napanalunan niya with Ginebra and with the ABL, look at how he acts, di ba? Ngayon, parang wala lang nangyari, di ba? Parang, ang sabi nga, he's one of a kind, import. He has the skills he has the basketball skills, the IQ, at mas maganda, you have the attitude, di ba? Of playing on and off the court.
Tsaka hindi nga kasalanan ng Ginebra na malakas yung import nila. Para lang dun sa mga haters. Kasi dahil mo nababasa mga ganun, may asa sa import.
Kala ko nga, Brad, isa ka dun sa mga nagsasabi.
Kasi ayoko ng ganung mentalidad. Kasi nga, import-laden conference yun. Hindi na kasalanan ng Ginebra, hindi kasalanan ng team ko na nakakuha siya ng magaling, na heavy scorer player, na tulad ng isang Justin Brownlee.
And also, this is another point. Even though you have a very good import, a monster import.
Kasi apat pa rin ng player.
Oo. Isa lang yung maglalaro niya kung siya lang you still have 4 players.
Yung
dependo. Oo. Di ba? Kailangan mo rin ng suporta ng team play. Because basketball is a team play. You cannot win a game with just one person scoring or defending. You have to have a 5-person doing it all and doing everything on the hardcore.
So, I think, para lang mas madali, is that yung inspiration na ginagawa ng mga kadiwa.
Yes.
Diving for the loose balls, Scottie Thompson getting the rebound, Greg Slaughter defending Ginebra,
improving that he can match up with Jumar.
Then
Jolivan's
everything falling to places during the game 5 and game 6 of the finals.
Game 4 to game 6. That's 3 game straight wins for Barangay Ginebra against a much powerful San Miguel PBA. Di ba yung natutuwa na yung underdog ay nanalo sa isang superior?
Pero para sa underdog ng conference eh.
Yes. But against San Miguel, they are underdogs, di ba? Because San Miguel is San Miguel. You have everything, you have all the tools and plus Balkman. Eh, di ba? Talaga naman, pwede ka na, sabi nga, ikaw na lumaban ng Asian Games, mananalo ka. Di ba? Yung team nyo na lumaban ng Asian Games, mananalo ka. And for Ginebra, I think, let's credit also the one and only Coach Timko. Di ba? What's with Team Con na wala naman sa ibang coaches?
Si Tim Con, ang tanging gamot na pwede mong inumin ng walang kain. Parang paracetamol.
Totoo, tama yan.
Napag-grand slam niyang Alaska. Napag-grand slam niyang Magnolia or Pure Foods franchise.
Ibig sabihin mo, mag-grand slam yun.
Ayun. Kasi pwede rin namang hindi mangyari yun. Alam mo kung bakit? Dahil sa nangyayari sa FIBA, babalik na tayo konti sa Gilas. Parang sabi nung team owner ng Reno siya na bakit di naman gawing ibalik sa 2 conference mo na ang season para nga to give way sa mga players natin. Pero ako, hindi ako natutunan na kaya
Grand Slam
ng Ginebra. Ngayon
as long as they're healthy, ba?
As long as Greg is healthy.
Yes.
Number one yun. Na healthy si Slaughter during the Philippine Cup. Kasi ngayon, napapanayan na niya na kaya niyang i-match up, kaya niyang i-limit na isang Junior Fardo. So I think meron na ngayong nemesis ang San Miguel. At alam ko naman na Ginebra lang ang makakatapat
sa height and
might ng isang San Miguel team.
Yes, and ayun, basta masaya tayo dahil hindi lang isang team talaga nag-champion at nagdudumi na sa PBA. And there are other teams sprouting na talaga naman there are talents.
Sa Colombian Chip,
roster nila. We cannot say out na tong team na to or out na tong Blackwater, out na tong Colombian Chip. Because every year they're improving. Di ba? They're getting players na kilala nila. Basta, if there are PBA drafts, kapag may mga drafts, sana, yun lang, na we will discuss this on the other episodes, na, yun, there has to be a balance on the drafting and the PBA para talaga mas competitive ang liga natin. Kaya nag-sprout yung ibang liga dahil I think that's balance yung liga nila. Basta for Ginebra, they have to balance everything out. They still have other players na hindi pa naglalaro na I think maglalaro na sa Governor's Cup. They have Arte La Cruz and Julian Sargent. Speaking of Governor's Cup, magsisimula na yung Governor's Cup bukas. Ay, mamaya pala.
Mamaya ba?
Oo, kasi Friday ngayon, di ba?
Friday nga pala ngayon.
Friday ngayon, sa mamaya. Ayun, speaking of Governor's Cup,
Let's go to Tex.
let's go to... Sino ang import nyo?
Si Mike Glover.
Si Mike Glover, dating import ng Global Port.
Northport.
Northport. Ayun, Governor's Cup still the defending champion Ginebra will be the target of other teams. Next is San Miguel.
Can they do the three?
The three-peat? The three-peat? I think they can do the three-peat as long as they're healthy, as long as they cannot check Justin
Makaparoon
Brown.
pa ulit natin ang Meralco Ginebra series. Yung lawin natin. Tingin mo, sa paparating na Governor's Cup, may expect na Meralco series. For the third time na.
Hindi malayo having Allen Durham again with the chemistry and Coach Norman Black. And I think they have this inspiration and motivation to gumante, di ba, sa Ginebra and to prove that they can beat Ginebra in Governor's Cup.
Ako medyo nagdadalawang isip ako.
Dahil
Easy read. Dahil kay easy read. Natataon lang na ang nakuwang import ng San Miguel before.
Last year ba? Sino import nila?
Si Wendell Makinis tapos umalis.
Sino binala?
Nakalimutan ko si import nila pero si Gary Marcos ba yun? Tama ba?
Hindi ba na yun? Commissioner's Cup yun.
Pero after Wendell Makinis, parang nag-struggle na rin ang San Miguel.
Ayun. Ayun, tapos diba Ginebra din nakalaban nila ng semifinals. Ayun, basta for Governor's Cup, there's a lot to happen starting later. Their imports, especially Alaska, they have Mike Harris, the NBA veteran Mike Harris. Yun, let's see what he can offer for Alaska. And also, maraming balik imports for si Akim Wright for Colombian Jeep, Blackwater is Henry Walker. And ayun, marami pang mangyayari sa Governor's Cup. And they all wanted to be San Miguel and Ginebra. And syempre, I'm still rooting for Ginebra. Whatever happens, may nagipagpustahan niya sa akin nakaraan ng San Miguel at Ginebra. Pumayag ako, tapos binawi niya. Sabi ko, kahit sino pang ipusta mo, kahit Warriors pa kalaban ng Ginebra, pupustahan kita.
Pupustahan mo lang.
Ayun. Yun. Ano ba ang pag-usapan natin? Yan, basta for Governor's Cup, let's wait and watch kung paano magiging kampanya ng mga teams natin for Governor's Cup. But, at the end of the day, Ginebra.
For your dark horse ng Governor's Cup, siyempre favorites na natin, teams natin.
I think dark horse would be Phoenix Fuel Masters, Brad.
Abueva?
Oo, Abueva. And you have Abueva na match right. And then, your import is sino yun? Si Eugene Phelps. Di ba? I think Phoenix is a team to watch this Governor's Cup.
I think sa akin naman, ang magiging dark horse dyan is...
Next?
Hindi.
Power of Sun.
Dahil favorite team ko yun. Hindi ko siya, kung bakit hindi ko siya iisipin as dark horse. I think ang magiging dark horse dyan is Trainer Shine.
Yes.
Because of the experience coming from the Asian Games,
Yes.
dun sa core nila.
Yeah.
Tapos, the long preparation with their import. So, I think pag nagka-combine na nagsama-sama na yung lahat.
Who's going to be their import?
Jonathan Balak.
Siguro. Sila rin yun, di ba? Last year. Ayun.
I think, ngayon, mas nabigyan sila ng more preparation time. Mas nag-enhance siguro yung lalaroin ng mga players nila, yung core nila, na major rotation, kasama sa major rotation ni Coach Carlos Garcia. Yung experience na talaga. Na lang. So, I think major contribution, yung experience na makukuha nila sa Asian Games para pagdurin sa isang dark horse ng Governor's Cup.
In short, it's going to be a war for the Governor's Cup Conferences 2018.
Kaya hindi dapat talaga magpapatutupag ng Ginebra.
Yes! Lagi naman eh, basta never say that.
Actually, every conference naman, wala naman talagang sure na
Winner. Bukod yung talagang kalakasan ng San. And I think that's it for our Ginebra / Governor's Cup podcast episode today. Ayan, syempre mga ka-tip-off, abangan nyo lang ang aming mga next episode sa aming YouTube channel at sa aming Facebook page. Mukhang lalagyan mo dyan ang aming pangalan, tip-off sa aming lahat ng social media. Ayan, syempre, patuloy lang kayong tumutok. Kami, lagi nyo kami makikita. Asahan nyo na mami-maintain namin to. Huwag lang to umalis sa pinagtatrabaho na namin.
Kung ay may planong umalis.
Ay, wala akong plano umalis. Ayan, syempre, ako muli, Nico Wahe, at Nico Wahe to all my social media accounts, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Leo Chensa, _Christian Leo sa Twitter.
And syempre, huwag niyong kakalimutan ulit aming Facebook and YouTube channel.
Mag-comment kayo sa mga suggestions nyo, sa mga opinions nyo rin tungkol sa mga topic na meron kami.
At saka sa mga sinasabi namin, kung sangayon kayo o disagree kayo, kung bobo kami, kung tanga kami.
Pero wala kaming pake.
Wala kaming pake.
Magsasalita pa rin kami.
May nanonood, walang nanonood, wala kaming pake. And that's it for this episode, episode 2 of our sports podcast. Again, this is Nico Wahe.
This is Leo Chensa.
And this is Tip Off!
Ginebra.